Audio check. Good morning. Thank you for attending. Thank you for keeping up your practice. Yoga practice is one time when you can spend time with yourself. We are so much dependent on social interaction. We forget that we are on our own. And when you think that you are on your own, you strengthen yourself. And that's what you do by practicing yoga. You turn the attention inwards and find that strength. Especially in these times, it's important to keep up your practice. Go ahead and center yourself. Observing your breath. And now let's start to warm up with your fingers first. Working your fingers in and out. And rotate your hands at the wrists. And in the other direction. Work your arms Look over your left shoulder and your right. Back to neutral. Rotate your head. And in the other direction. Back to neutral. Flex your neck. Back to neutral. It's very, very important to loosen up your muscles before you practice yoga, especially in the morning. Otherwise, it becomes very prone to injury. Okay, the muscles are just stiff, and you never know when they can, kind of break if you don't take care of it. Now, let's go ahead and work the feet as well. So go ahead and stretch your legs, and move your toes back and forth a few times. And place your one foot on the other and rotate your feet, rotate your foot and the ankle in one direction and in the other direction. Let's do the same with the other foot. And in the other direction. Okay, work your knee joints. So moving your lower leg back and forth. And with the other leg as well. Release. And now come back to Sukhasana. So you should never rush into a yoga practice. Okay, you gotta take your time, find the right pace, and then you'll start to enjoy it. If you want to just get it done over with, like any other activity, you won't feel attached to it for a long time. So take some nice deep breaths. Take your hands to the back, hold the left wrist, or let's hold the right wrist, and bend towards the left knee. Take your time, letting go of your trunk and head. Hold and breathe. Come back to neutral. Switching hands at the back, hold the left wrist as you bend towards the right knee. Come back to neutral. Bring your hands to the front. Walk the fingers away. Head down. Hold and breathe. And come back. So you're feeling your trunk loosening up, which is nice. As you loosen up the muscles, the energy flow. Okay, that's what is important. You got to let the energy flow, otherwise you contract and then you're pushing away the energy. That's why you got to free yourself of tension. With the energy flow, it brings along all the good things the circulation is supposed to do. Okay, so you don't want to stop that by contracting any muscle or parts of the body. Right. Let's continue with our stretching. Let's go into the twist actually. So go ahead and turn to your left hand back. Place your right hand on the outside of the left knee. And looking back, let's hold and breathe. Come back to neutral. Now you're going to twist your right and back. As you hold the twist, try to keep the back up and straight, with your weight equally distributed between the two tailbones. Between the two sit bones. And you want to take some nice deep breaths. And come back to neutral. Let's bring both the feet together into Baddha Konasana. So keep your heels as close as comfortably possible. Okay. Then pull the toes up with your hands. And then you want to sit up straight. That helps you sit up straight. And as you breathe, take the energy all the way down. Let it reach the lower abdomen, the lower chakras, especially the Swadhisthana chakra, the second chakra, about 4 finger widths below the navel. Think, what is holding me back? A lot of times once you dwell onto and find out that one thing that is holding you back, you can reconcile. Okay, that's the power of the Swadhisthana chakra. The solution surfaces very easily, but you need to know what the source for the problem is. Now slowly bend forward, okay? Take your time. With each exhalation, letting go of your trunk and head. And come back up. Go ahead and stretch your legs to the side. Okay. I keep my heels on the mat. Okay, so it's a soft surface and it helps. Now raise your arms up and you want to gently bend towards the left knee. Again, given it's early in the day, take your time. It doesn't matter if you can't reach as much as you can during the evenings, but you'll be surprised. In just a matter of a minute or two, your body yields, and that's the beauty of its design. And come back up. See, I was able to reach with my forehead touching the knee. It took some time, but that is the beauty of the design. Okay, it adapts. If we are lazy, it adapts to laziness. If we are agile, it becomes agile in fact. So let's go ahead and give this side bend a try on the right side. Okay, let's come back up. Obviously, it's a little harder early in the morning. And now let's go ahead and get some energy flowing. So stretch your legs to the front, resting your hands at the back, slightly away, fingers pointing away, and you want to lift the hips off the mat, hold and breathe into the reverse plank. Breathe through the lungs mainly, top of your lungs mostly. And release. Okay. Now let's get down to the mat on the back first. Bend your legs at the knees and keeping your feet together, drop each knee to its side. Again, let us give it some time, okay? So let the weight of the leg open up or rotate the hip joint. Let's give time. But in the meantime, you got to breathe well. Feeling that breath and energy reaching all the way down to the legs, feeling the energy flow there. So that is your job. Your job is to breathe well, and the body will then find its own space. So it will take some time. And slowly come back up to neutral. Now go ahead and stretch your right leg out and pull the left knee into your chest, keeping both your feet pointing up to the ceiling. You should apply a healthy amount of pressure on the lower abdomen. Hold and breathe. And release. Now let's pull the right knee into your chest. Hold and breathe. And release. Okay, now let's continue with some postures on the back. Okay, so go ahead and get both your feet on the mat and drop both the knees to the right side. Okay, once you position, let's make sure your one hip is above the other. Okay, so you got to rotate more. You got to let go of the top leg, let it find its space. Okay, and then stretch your other hand, left hand to the side, look over the left shoulder. So your knees are to the right and you're looking over to the left. Nice deep breathing. Back to neutral, and this time dropping both the knees to the left. So as you can see, my top leg, I'm letting it move. Okay, it doesn't have to be together. You can even pull it up a little and stretch your right arm to the side, look over the right shoulder. As much as possible, the back of your shoulder should be resting on the mat. And come back to neutral. Some more stretching as you are on the back. Hold the left foot with your left hand and push the left knee into the side. Okay, you can stretch the other leg out, hold and breathe. And let go of the left. Now hold the right and press the right knee into your side. You can also hold the toe if that's more comfortable. Release, okay? Now let's turn to rest on the trunk. Now we'll try the crocodile, okay? Makrasana. So what you want to do is to fold your arms in front of you and then just rest the forehead on the hands. So now what happens, most of your abdomen is in contact with the mat, feels supported. Go ahead and breathe easy, okay? Now let's get into the Sphinx. So you want to stretch your forearms to the front. Your elbows should be right below your shoulders. Okay. Now let's hold the trunk up and continue to breathe. Now release the forehead back down and fold your arms so that your elbows are tucked into the body and your fingertips should be in line with the crown of your head. And let's practice the Half Cobra. Inhale, push the chin out on the mat, lifting the trunk up, and then as you exhale down, try it a few more times, warming up your back. Inhale up, hold and breathe. And releasing the forehead down. From here, you want to push yourself up into child posture. So you're going to first sit on the heels and then lower the forehead down. Take your hands to the back. Let go of all thoughts. and breathe easy. Okay. Slowly coming out of the child into Vajrasana. And come back up. Now standing on the knees, keep your knees about hip width apart. First do a simple back bend, hips, hands in the hips, pushing the hips out to the front. Hold and breathe. Come back up to vertical, reach down to the left side, so left hand on the left heel, and then right arm up. Releasing. Now right hand on the right heel, left arm up. Okay, release. Now come back up to vertical standing. Now let's practice some chair yoga. Okay, so I'm going to get a chair close. So first off, if you can't sit down, you can practice a lot of postures as you stand and as you sit on the chair. So first thing is, just like what you do with the practice, you center yourself. So keeping your back up and straight, your feet should be rested on the ground. Let's hold and breathe. Now you can practice the twist in the chair. I'm just going to turn this side so you can view it better. So you're going to sit with your side against the side of the chair, and as you grip the sides, you twist. Okay. So it depends on the chair. Usually the IKEA Godrej kind of chairs are better. So let's hold and practice the twist here. So it gives you some support to turn back. and back to neutral. Now I'm going to turn to twist to the other side. So I'm just going to turn this way. You can just stay where you are. So you can use the side to find a suitable grip as you hold the twist. And back to neutral. You can also use the chair for a good back posture. So what you want to do with this is you have to be on the mat, and then you position your lower legs on the chair seat. So you got to get as close as you can. Okay, so this will actually give you a little bit of your Sarvangasana, where you have the legs up. Okay. You can do the same thing with your legs against a wall, okay? This does is to kind of strengthen your heart. Obviously, if you have heart issues, you don't want to do anything to aggravate it. If you feel any discomfort, you should let go. But otherwise, this puts a little pressure on your heart, makes them work and get stronger. Like in any inversion, the heart has to pump against the gravity for the blood to push the blood out. Okay, so let's go ahead and come back up. Let's continue to use the chair and try the hero. Okay, so what you do is to get your body into a T. Keep your chair about arm length away and leaning onto it, standing on one leg first, on the right, let's say, and getting the rest of the body into a horizontal position. Release. Compared to the beginning of the class, you can feel the energy level up. Okay, that's how you got to gradually transition into higher energy state. Okay, let's try the hero on the other side. And release. Okay, so let's put the chair away. Back to Anjali Mudra, prayer position. Slowly move into the mountain, breathing through the lungs mostly. Feeling like a mountain, as strong and stable as a mountain does. releasing into tree on the right leg. Releasing. Just hold as long as you can, okay? As long as you're enjoying it, you can hold it as long as you want to. Let's try the Vrikshasana on the left leg. And release. Shake your leg. Try the chair, keeping your feet hip-width apart and sitting down with your kneecap behind the toes as you stretch your arms up. As you stretch your back, hold and breathe. And release. Let's keep the energy flowing. Go into stance and try the hero on the left side. So point your left foot to the side. Look over the left shoulder. Release, and now here on the other side, so onto your right. And release. Okay, see, feel that energy in your arms. That's the energy that you need to feel. Let's get down and wind up the class with a few yoga practices. First of all, practice the Kichari Mudra. So roll your tongue backwards, pressing the tip into the soft palate. Try to extend your tongue back, okay? The whole idea is to reach as far back and up as you can. So you stimulate those pineal glands at the base of your, at the bottom of your brain. Release. Now into Jalandhara Bandha or throat lock. So inhale. As you hold the breath, you got to press the chin into the base of your neck. Holding as long as you are comfortable, letting go whenever you need to breathe in again. Try it one more time. Release. Let's end the class with uttering a mantra, Om mantra. That's just the simplest of mantras, Om. Om denotes the universal, almighty, okay, the strength in the universe. And so what you do is to inhale completely, and then as you exhale, you split your exhalation into two parts, uttering the word Om. First the O and then the Ma part. As you utter the Ma part, let it vibrate your core, okay? You will feel how good it is. So let's go ahead and try it. According to the yoga texts, if you go into space and listen, you will hear the sound Om. So with that, we'll end our class today. Thank you for attending. Thank you for keeping up your practice. Practice keeps you healthy. Remember, the more you put into it, the more healthier you'll be. Okay? Have a wonderful weekend.